Well, the stupid video, man, I'm about to lose my mind, bro. So basically, man, I'm gonna hold the phone. I'll hold the phone. So basically, the reason why I say love doesn't exist is because nobody is intact with their awareness. And if you are not aware of what your awareness is, it's essentially you. It's actually you. Okay? You see everything as someone's body or, the thoughts that people have. It's really not even them, because those are things you can decipher from. It's something that you are analyzing, something you are observing, something you are aware of. So if you really look at the big picture, if everyone is living in a subconscious state, right? Nobody's aware, nobody's living consciously. How do you even learn or see the true identity of another individual? You feel me? Like, I don't know. I really don't think love exists. And also with social media, our dopamine receptors are fried. So these girls are used to having a tool like dating apps or even social media. Social media is a big dating app. I don't care what anyone says. But, what do girls have a million more of? Options, right? So now you are extremely diluted. You don't have meaning like you think you do. To them. You do have meaning. You have endless meaning, right? Purpose, etc., etc. I'm not saying that. But, when you really start to look at things, women with all these options, they don't give a shit about you, bro. Like, it's a whole game of breadcrumbing. If you guys notice, like, you'll like a girl, and then, she'll like you at first, but once you actually, think in your mind, like, let me just like this girl, let me respect her, let me treat her right, she's gonna be like, what the fuck? Because now it's like, ew, I have him, I don't have to do anything anymore. Bro, lock in, bro. Like, this sounds crazy, sounds sexist. I'm pretty sure there's guys that do it too, but unfortunately, I'm not gay, all right? I don't do the whole gay thing. I like women. So, I'm speaking for, like, towards women, because, like, that's what I like. You feel me? That's my experience. I'm only speaking from experience. Guys, we're like absolutely cooked. All you can do, bro, is focus. I know the cliche, focus on you, but man, you really got to have some purpose, man. Like, I promise you, like, when I was in a position where I didn't have, purpose in my own perspective, I didn't want to be here, and I wanted to do anything to leave this earth. I'd pray about it every night that I wouldn't wake up the next morning, and it's not worth it, bro. Find purpose. I literally, like, in the last month, I'm maybe going through a quarter life crisis. I have no idea, but I bought a guitar. I bought a brand new dirt bike, CRF 250. I've never even ridden a dirt bike before, bro. I just bought a dirt bike. Like, just find stuff, man. Enjoy. This is a giant playground that God has gifted us, right? So stop chasing these low frequencies, bro. Stop chasing these women. If you are chasing a woman, you have lost. You have literally lost, bro. Just don't do it. I know people are like, well, if it's the right girl, you can chase. No, bro. No. You have stuff to acquire. You have goals to achieve. You have purpose to fulfill. But that 1 second that you take that away and invest that into, running after a woman, you're cooked. It is the worst ROI in this generation, bro. Yeah, it is the worst investment ever. It is the worst investment. So, I say these things to other people, and people get upset that I say it and think I'm like being an a-hole, this and that. Maybe I am, but I don't care. I like to speak reality. I like to tell the truth, you know, even when it's like, oh man, he's a little harsh. Don't care. The societal hierarchy don't give a fudge, bro. It doesn't care. I will forever be, you know, minimal to people just because of the way that I look. You know how depressing that is, bro? So like, if someone's not gonna like me for the way that I look, and that's 99% of girls, right? Because I like girls. That's 99% of girls. Why the fuck would I invest time into that? That is the most retarded thing that I've ever heard. It just doesn't make sense. I just wish people would wake up and realize that, you know, there's so much more to life than like being desperate for companionship. Dog, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you can't be happy alone, or you can't, sorry, I don't want to say happy. I don't believe in happiness. If you can't be at peace alone, you're not gonna be at peace with somebody else, bro. No one's gonna fix you, bro. You know, a couple tips: quit drinking, bro. Quit smoking. Just enjoy life. Be healthy. Stop eating ultra processed foods. Stop consuming plastic. Stop blasting your face with EMFs when you're sleeping. Those are just a few things. Enjoy. I like cars. I like my dirt bike. I like my guitar. I like going to the gym. I like fighting. Do something, bro. Do something. I'm starting to like my job more. You could probably assume what I am just by the way that I look, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, I don't expect this to really reach out to anyone, but you know, I saw what's his name? His name's Jet or something. Jet. I think it's his name. And it's like he sees things on a philosophical standpoint, and he's like, you know what? I just did it. I made the videos, and I visualized it, you know, and it became a reality. And I'm kind of on the same thing, and it's like I've always had a huge insecurity of showing my face and stuff like that, but I don't know. I might as well just do whatever, because at the end of the day, I realized like nothing matters, bro. Nothing matters at all, and I need to stop caring about what people think, because I'm not hurting anyone, right? So who the fuck am I to care what they think if I'm doing the right thing? So yeah, I know this is not going to reach a big audience, but even if it reaches 2 people and, you know, gives them a little bit of a different POV of life in a good way, then that's all that matters to me. So if you see this and you've watched it all the way to this point, I love you. God loves you more than anything in this whole wide world. And it's all gonna work out, bro.